Okay, grazie. Here we are, back from the coffee break. Before we take up our talk, one couple of little reminders. First of all, as you can see on our main site, europython.eu, we can find on the top menu a voice telling mobile guide. You click there and you can download a Guidebox smartphone application to rate every talk, including which one, which I think should deserve a very high rating. Do you agree? Okay.
I agree.
Yes, okay. And it is not mandatory, but it's highly recommended. As next year we can give feed to our speaker, and we can decide which are the issues, the arguments, the suggestion to do an even better PyCon next year. Okay. The other thing is this evening, this is the last Europython in Italy for a while. Next is going to be in Germany, so starting 9 p.m. we will give a great dinner to say hello to Italy and to enjoy some more Italian food. That's all. Up to you.
Thank you. Yes, please be kind, because this is my first training, and this is my first training in English, so be kind. Thank you. So, do you have the Lego brick on your Blender? Did you manage it? No, sort of. Fine. So, I have problem switching between windows. Okay. I show you how to correctly model the Lego brick. So, we start from a clean file, clean scene, and I switch to orthographic view, which I prefer to model stuff. And front.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Turn on that we
Oh yeah, the screencast. The screencast key. Okay. Fine. And I repeat again. So I switch to orthographic mode, pressing numpad 5, and then yes, of course, I have to join screencast. Then numpad 1, so you switch to front orthographic view. Now, the Lego brick, to model the Lego brick, you need two shapes, the cube and the cylinder, of course. So I scale it down, but activating the constraint on the z-axis. So scale it down to the half of the sides, and you can see the value on the bottom is 0.5. Press enter. Now I need to scale it. I switch to the top view. Then I can scale it along the X or Y as the same. Yes. The size is the double of the original size. And so this is the base of the brick. Now let's add the connectors, maybe. We need cylinder. So let's add one cylinder and just scale it down to 0.5. Then grab the cylinder, activate constraint on z-axis, move, And from the top view, let's try to place, scale it a little bit more, grab it and just try to place the cylinder at the center of a grid square, okay? Yes, you can activate, if you press Z, you can also activate what is called wireframe mode, but it's not necessary to model the brick. So now, when you have your first cylinder in place, you can start to duplicate, okay? So don't duplicate first. The first thing you have to do is to put the cylinder in the right place, and then you start to duplicate. So Shift D, activate constraint on X axis and move. Now select both cylinders. Shift D, activate constraint along the Y axis and move. It's fine. Select all the cylinders. Shift D again, constraint on Y axis and move. Here it is. Oh. Select all the, switch to front view, maybe better. So, but first select all the cylinders, switch to the front view with numpad 1, and now grab, activate the constraint on the Z axis and move thing. This correct. Okay. It's okay? Fine. Now you can press F12. Yes, it's awful. Now we're going to have
Question.
yeah?
I removed my camera.
You removed your camera.
I can't render it.
Oh.
How can I get the camera?
Yeah. The camera is an object like the cube. So to add object, press Shift A and you find camera. But when you add a new camera, yes, it's in the wrong position. So you have to move the camera, and the camera is like a cube. It's an object, so you can translate, rotate, and grab and scale it. So try to place the camera. Using, if you press numpad 0, you go into the camera. That may help you. Okay. When you are on camera view, you can select the camera, then you press G. It's easier to properly place the camera when if you use camera view. So as I said, this rendering is awful. We need to increase the light. So you have a lamp here. Just select the lamp. And how to increase the light? Here you have the properties editor, and in the properties editor you can switch between many panels, and yeah, you always find properties for the selected object. And if you select the lamp, the second last panel is the one we need. Here we have lamp settings. Just switch to sun lamp, which is stronger. Oh, if you have used nodes, just click on it, and now set strength to 3. Yeah, 3. And try to render again. Yeah, much better. Much light. Do I have to repeat the steps? Yeah? Okay. So since the default rendering settings are awful, the first thing you have to do is to increase the light. So to increase the light, just select the lamp. Then go on the property editor, which is the one on the bottom right. Then you choose the second last button. Yeah, activate the second last panel. And here, under the lamp section, just switch to sun lamp. And then under the nodes section, set the strength to 3.0.
My screen is second last icon is not the same as yours.
You have used node. You have used node. Use nodes. Can you see use nodes on? Let me see.
It's something like brush. It looks like a texture.
Oh.
This is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because the second last is different. Yes, it's this one.
This
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Now click on use nodes
Use nodes.
to activate the. So you can set the light strength.
Okay. Thanks.
Fine. Yeah.
There's no lamp.
Yes, just change the size of the properties because it's
Okay.
it's too small, but it's hidden. Yeah,
Oh,
it's not the second last.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
it's the one.
Okay.
Fine. Ooh. So if you oh guys, yeah, it's crazy. If the size is sometimes you don't see the proper button because the size of the properties panel is too small. You can move if you grab the header with the middle mouse button. Okay, if you grab the header with middle mouse button, you can navigate, or you just increase the size of the panel to see all the properties panel available. Yeah.
There's trouble with my new camera.
You have trouble with your new camera? Fine. Yeah.
I can't get it to focus. I'm breaking.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to show you a way to easily place your camera. That's advanced stuff, but I think that may help you. So, go into the camera with numpad 0. Fine. Now you can activate what is called fly mode. If you press Shift and F. Now you are on fly mode, okay? And if you move your mouse, you start flying. And you can zoom, or if you want to use your mouse, you can just press A or D to move left, right, or W and S to move. W and S to move to zoom in and zoom out. R and F to go up and down. Yeah, fly mode is really nice to finally place your your camera. And or when you are on camera view, just select the camera and press grab. You can easily move it around. You can also use axis constraint. So while I'm on grab mode, if I press X, I can move on X axis and so on. Also for rotation. So everyone has the Lego brick. Can I move to the second part? Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, just remember to save this blend file if you want to work on it later. Just file, save, or save as you wish. Good. I want to load the default, okay, default startup file, yeah. So we've been working with objects, but it's not enough because most of the times you can't rely on basic shapes. Lego brick it's easy. You just need the cube and the cylinder. But for example, what if you have to model this? Okay, you can use cube and cylinder, of course. And you in Blender there is what is called edit mode. Which is a mode that allows you to deal with the building blocks of the mesh. So let's go to see what are the building blocks of a mesh. Alt tab is not working for me today. Fine. Yes. So to enter, be sure to reload the startup file. So everybody press Ctrl N to reload the startup file, and just activate edit mode pressing Tab. I start screencast key so you can see what I'm going to press. Yes. Tab, and you will be, now you are on edit mode. You can see, what is my point? Okay. Cursor, on the header of the 3D viewport, you can see this drop-down menu has changed to edit mode. You can also switch between object and edit mode from here. Just select object mode or edit mode. As you can see, there are other modes, but we're not going through. We are only using edit and object mode during this training. And but tab is easier. Just tab to switch between them. So let's see what are the building blocks of the mesh. Vertices, fine. Then you have edges, and then you have faces. These are the building blocks. To switch the selection, to be able to select vertices, edges, or faces, just press Ctrl Tab. Ctrl Tab. You can also control the select mode for meshes. Here on the header, you have these three switches. and you can click. It has the same effect, but if you press Shift, you can also use them all together. So that way you can select vertices, edges, and faces simultaneously. Usually I prefer, if I work with vertex, I prefer to work only with vertex. So yes. And all the commands we have seen for objects also works in edit mode. So if you grab, if you select a vertex and you press G, of course, you can grab the vertex around, and you can use transformation constraint, and you can move. You can translate at stepped increments, and the same you can, of course, scale and rotate. That which makes no sense for the vertex, but for example, if you select a face, you can scale the face, or you can rotate. So commands are the same as in object mode. Yes? You will have a question? Maybe you need me. If you think I'm going too fast, or if you don't understand, please ask.
I am in the edit mode, but I can't select the vertex.
You can't select the vertex. Okay, to... Oh, sorry. Press Control Tab and select vertex select mode.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
And
You can select the mode. Let me see.
Doesn't do anything. Right click. Okay.
Oh yeah, selection is always right click.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, where is the pointer? Here it is. Fine. So as the grab, rotate, and scale works, during transformation you can type value as an object mode. You can transform and add stepped increments, and so. But these commands are not enough. We need to introduce a few more commands to make our work easier. And the first one and the most important is extrusion. I just show you what it is, because it's a little bit tricky to explain. Just select the top face of the cube. Just try it. Go in edit. I show you the step. Edit mode. Switch to face select mode. Select the top face, and then press E on your keyboard. Fine. And as you see, extrude allows you to extend the geometry, the shape, from a selection. Okay? And this is the most powerful tool you have in edit mode to change the shape of a mesh. Later we'll see why. And when you extrude, you can see that a constraint is active by default, and it constrains the transformation along the normal axis. Do you know what is normal? Normal? Yeah, fine. Somebody needs to. Okay. And you can, of course, deactivate the constraint and move the extruded face around as you wish, or rotate, and so on. Oh, Control Z to undo, of course. said that before. And the second tool you need is called loop cut. Oh, imagine you. So we have the cube. Imagine you want to add vertices here. Around in the middle of each of these edges. You need one more vertex. You need more vertex. You need to add vertices to this shape. For example, because you want to model a glass or a bottle. So how to add vertices to a shape? In edit mode, just press Ctrl R, and if you put your cursor over one of the edges you want to cut, you can see this purple square, which tells you where you are going to cut your shape. Okay, let's see how it works. Just click, and then you have a loop. This is a loop of vertices. And for example, we can add loop. If you, with mouse wheel, you can increase the number of cuts. And when you click with your left mouse button, you can still move the cuts, or just click with right mouse button to apply the cuts in the default location. The microphone. I start with a clean cube.
Yeah, it's literally how did you? I got the cut bit, but I didn't see how you went from that to multiple cuts at the same time.
Control R, and then you use mouse wheel to increase the number of cuts. Increase or decrease the number of cuts. Then click, and then click again to confirm the cut.
Is it only the mouse wheel? Up, down?
Sorry?
I want to increase the cuts. I have one cut.
You have one cut, only when you have the purple square, yeah.
You already have the orange one.
Yeah. You already confirmed the cut, yeah. When you press Control R,
It has to be purple to increase.
yeah. The purple one is the preview of the cut. You still need to confirm the cut. It is still one object. Yes, of course, because if you switch back to object mode, this is still one mesh, one object, of course. And for example, when you have your cube, for example, I can cut here, confirm, then scale it down, and then go to faces, extrude again. This is just to show you how it's easy to change the shape using loop cuts and extrude tool. Okay, but this is still one object. Okay, fine. And what we have next? Well, now, okay, we have an interactive exercise. If I, okay, can I? Oh, another tool. Forgot to tell you about Faces Fill, which is really nice. let's see what is faces field. Suppose we are in vertex select mode. Yes, I work from top view in orthographic mode. You can also extrude vertices. Fine. Okay. What if I want a face? Just press F. Oh, just press F, and you have your face. You can fill empty spaces with faces, selecting the vertices, and then pressing F. Fine. This is, and now you can, I don't know, extrude again, rotate, and so on. Also, I shown you loop cuts, but you can also select loop of vertices, which is really useful. For example, if I apply a loop cut here, then I want to select the loop cut again. You are with Alt right mouse button along one of the edges of the loop cap will select the entire loop like that. So I can select the loop again and work on it. Alt right mouse button. But if you are using Ubuntu, or if you have Unity or GNOME 3, Alt click will prompt for, yes, it's the window menu. And so you can use Alt Shift right mouse button, okay, to select the loop. Yeah. Now let's see a real example. And what we have, modeling battle. So if you look into the resources, training resources, you can find the reference image. Everybody has training material resources. No? You don't? Okay.
The USB stick was not working.
Oh, okay.
So she had it already.
Okay.
You could try again.
Here you can find a.
That doesn't work on a Mac.
That doesn't work on a Mac. Oh, yeah.
Oh, which access?
No, that's from
No name?
no,
Yeah. Resources zip. Fine. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay, okay. Yes, open the reference image. Oh, grazie. Thank you. I show you which one is exercises number 2, but we are going to model this one. Okay? So as I said when you go through modeling, just analyze the reference image. It's very important, but we can use the reference image inside Blender, and now I show you how to do that. Reload the startup scene, so Control N if you messed up, if you play with it, and just press N. This will show the properties for the 3D view. And here you have background image section. Just check and add an image, okay? Stop me if you get lost. Add image. So open, navigate through folders to the right image, open, fine. You can still see the image because switch to orthographic view and then switch on front. Okay, the image is shown only on orthographic mode and on fast view. Yeah. Do I have to repeat the steps? Yeah, of course. Sorry. Reload the startup file. Press N to activate the properties panel on the right. On the at the bottom, you have a section called Background Images. Activate and click on Add Images. Then click on Open. Then navigate to the Resources Material folder, the Resources folder. Choose the button. And that's all. You can close the Properties panel. Now, to see the image, you have to switch to orthographic view with numpad 5, and then press numpad 1. So now you are on front view, orthographic mode and front view.
Can you show in the menu, file menu, what you have selected there to get this image?
Yeah?
No, yeah, one step before. Where is it? Where you have selected it? To get it selected. There, this one. Okay.
You have to end up with this front orthographic view, the cube, and the image on the background.
We're in front ortho, but it's not showing.
You are on front ortho, okay. Oh, you have to, yeah, you see the section.
Oh, we have to
Background
check
image. Yeah, you
that.
need to check. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay. Come?
Puoi spiegare un attimo come si fa?
Sì. So to go into front view, orthographic view, from just press numpad 5 to activate orthographic view, and then numpad 1 to go to front view. Okay? Fine.
We have to mention that it says front ortho on the left top.
Yeah.
Because then you always know in which view you really are. I was kind of confused.
Okay. Yeah. You must see front ortho on top left. Then you are in the right place. Yeah. You're using the right view. Now, background images are really handy because allows you to always have the reference image in front of you while modeling, and more important when you're using the background image is to activate wireframe mode. That way you see the cube is solid, but you want to look through the cube. So if you press Z, you activate wireframe mode, and now you can see through the cube. You just see the structure of the mesh. And on the header, the 3D view header, there is this switcher allows you to change between solid view and wireframe mode, or just press Z to switch between them. Much easier to me. And now let's model this battle. First of all, I want to fix the scaling and the position of the background image. You can change that in the properties panel. So if the property panel is closed, just press N, then go back to background images and set, I'll tell you, X to 0.05 because it's not perfectly centered, and set Y to 2.8 and adjust the scaling to 3.2. Nice. Okay? Tell me when you're ready. X 0.05, Y-axis 2.8, and scaling, adjust the size to 3.2. Then you can close the properties panel.
But I have both images.
You have both?
Uh-huh.
You have both?
The big one and then this small.
Fine. You have both because maybe you added the image 2 times. Let me see.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, fine. Nice. Now we can go on with modeling. And since this is a battle, you can start from the cube, but you really don't want to start from the cube. 3.2 the sides of the image. So the first thing to do is to delete the cube, because we are going to start from a circle. Okay, so Shift A and add a circle. Fine. And when you add a new object, until you go into edit mode, you can control some settings on the toolbar. And for the circle, for example, we can set number of vertices. 32 vertices are too much. We want to make some low poly battle. So change this number to 12. 12 vertices. Now if you look, the circle has much lower number of vertices. Why you have to use you have to decrease the number of vertices? Because it's easier to model. Okay. Then later we are going to increase the number of vertices again. But while you are modeling, it's more simple if you have less vertices. Okay. Fine. Now, how to model the battle? Go into edit mode and you can select all vertices like in object mode using A. So be sure all vertices are selected. And now press E to extrude. And extrude, activate the constraint along Z-axis and extrude more or less to here, where the battle starts to round. Okay? And just click to confirm the extrusion. If you don't have a mouse, it will be really hard. No? Fine.
I have no idea if it's not really hard. I remember it in 5 minutes, but going it works.
You need some help? You may need some... I can repeat the step. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I don't hear you. The mic.
How did you reduce the number of vertices again?
Yeah. I show you again how to set number of vertices. So, as I thought, add the circle, okay? Before you press tab, before you enter in edit mode, you will be prompted on the toolbar with this panel, and here you can change some settings, and like for example the number of vertices. Just Shift A, add circle, and then go to the panel on the toolbar to change the number of vertices and set it to 12.
I'm not seeing the...
Yeah, I'm coming. It's no problem. Okay. Okay, enlarge the toolbar. Yeah, it's... No. Can I help you? Okay.
Oh, right.
Okay, so let's delete the circle. When you add it the first time, oh God.
Oh, sorry.
Where the hell?
So this is still the default, but
Go down. Where? Here, yeah. Okay. Move up.
gotcha.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Set it to 12. Are you okay? So, you add the circle, set vertices to 12, switch to edit mode with tab. Where am I? Okay, switch to edit mode with tab, and be sure all vertices are selected. If you're not sure, just press A 2 times. Fine. From the front orthographic view, when all vertices are selected, press E on your keyboard to extrude vertices and Z to activate the constraint on the Z axis. Okay? Fine, then you extrude along the Z axis. More or less here you can use stepped values. So more or less here, it's fine. Nice. Do you have this cylinder? Yeah? No? Still working? Okay. Yeah?
To grab.
Oh, okay. First we need to activate the edit mode. You are still on object mode. Okay, edit mode. Now you press E. Okay. You are exclude. Activate constraint. Fine. On that. Prego. Prego. Fine. Nice. Now, extrude again and activate constraint on, oh God, wait. Extrude again, activate constraint and move here, okay, and confirm. And now scale down to the edge of the bottle. Okay? More or less here. Fine. Then extrude again.
Is that scaling the...
S.
Is that scaling faces? Which is it face?
Vertices scale.
Okay.
Yeah. You scale with the selection of the vertices you already have. Okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah, when you extrude, where you model an object using the extrude tool, you have a starting selection, then you extrude, scale, extrude, and scale. These are the steps. Usually these are the steps. So extrude again to the top of the bottle, and scale it slightly down. Okay?
How you have you selected the upper, the second step. The first of this kind was M2, but not to select just this. This
Okay.
is okay, but then the next step, how you selected this.
Because, okay, you may end up with no vertices selected.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Sorry, I have to... I forgot to tell you about selection tools, of course. Really sorry, guys. And yes, if you press B, you can draw a rectangle around the vertices. Okay? So you can select all the vertices. Just be sure it also selects vertices on the back. Okay? Fine? And as I told you, from B, so extrude here, scale it down, extrude again to the top, and scale it down just a bit. Fine, let's see. Yeah, it. Sorry, I don't. You need the microphone? Yeah.
On the orthographic view, I've got most of the picture, but the top of it's off the top of my screen.
Yeah.
How do I-
Okay. You need to pan the. Okay. Yes. If you press Shift and then you can grab the scene using middle mouse button. Okay. Fine. Thanks to you, because sometimes I forgot some of the shortcuts. Yeah. Blender has a lot of shortcuts. At the beginning, it's really hard, but when you need to understand all the keys, it's hard, but when you get the point, it's really funny. It's really funny. So we have the bottle, and it's really ugly. I know. So why it's ugly? We need some details. Okay, we need to. It's terrible. First of all, we need the bottom of the bottle, of course. And also, if you go back to front orthographic, you can see that the bottle's neck at the end is larger. So now we are going to add these details using the tools we have seen before, like loop cuts and faces fill. But first of all, let's work with the bottom of the bottle and select the loop using Alt Shift click, Alt right mouse button click if you or Alt Shift right mouse button click if you are on GNOME 3 or Ubuntu. And, you know, we can press F to fill the button, but we are not going to use Faces Fill tool for this task. So, if you added the face, just select the face, press X, and select faces to delete only the faces. Why? Why are you doing that? If you look at the reference image, you can see this sort of semi-sphere at the end. This I don't know how it is called in English. Reentrance. This bubble, okay. And we want to model the bubble too, because our model needs to be real. Fine. How to model that stuff? We need extrusion tool, of course. So select the loop. Fine. Go back to front orthographic view. Really nice. And now you can extrude, okay, and move more or less here. You can also see delta values for the transformation on the left bottom corner. 0.8 more or less. Fine. Confirm. Nice. And scale it down. Yes. Really nice. And yes.
Can't get back to edit mode.
You can't get back to edit mode?
No, I only have object mode to select. I currently only have the object mode to select and cannot get back to edit mode.
Oh, nice.
I don't
yeah,
think so.
No, it's not nice, yeah. Oh, yeah, you try to press tab. Ask, control, and yes. No, don't press control. Oh, never happened to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ruled.
Yeah, it's really it's really hard to. Oh God.
Well,
Yes, I think the Control N is the only option now. I'm sorry, man. And so, but now we have to close this kind of cone, okay? So, extrude again, but press your right mouse button to cancel the transform. Now, extrusion applied, so the extruded vertices are there, and we can use these vertices and merge them at the center, okay, to close the surface of this cone. So, to merge selection, press Alt M, and you will be prompt for just asking you how do you want to merge these vertices, and you choose at center. Fine. So, okay. Did you manage it? Good. But yeah, it's still ugly, so we can refine it. For example, just select, oh God, just select this loop tool and grab it a little bit down. Then we can also add a loop cut here and loop cut here, scale it. Oh God. Scale it a little bit, And I also like to add a loop cut here and move it down. Yeah. If you want me to repeat the steps, just tell. Yeah, would be nice. Okay, fine. So I can select all. Okay. I'm going to delete. Okay. This work, so you can see how to model the bubble again. Okay? Fine. So you select the loop, the vertices loop at the bottom. You extrude. Move the extrusion. The loop? Yeah, with Alt right mouse button click. But if you're using GNOME 3 or Unity, use Alt Shift right mouse button, and you 1 second please. You should click on one of the edges that is part of the loop. Okay, so here, and you select this loop, because if you click here, you select another loop. So as I said, you just select this loop, and then you extrude, and you move it here. Just remember to activate constraint along the axis, the Z axis, and then you can scale it down. Then, this is the tricky part, I think. You extrude, okay? And then just press ESC or right mouse button so you can cancel the transformation. Extruded vertices are still there, but they are in the same location of the original one. And you can use these vertices to merge them together. So press Alt M and merge at center. Fine. You have the cone. Now, since the bottom of the bottle is not a cone, but it's more like a bottle, we're going to refine this cone. And sometimes I press A just to deselect all vertices, so I can start with a clean selection. Okay, just select this loop here, go back to front orthographic mode, and I think it's nice to move this loop, for example, a little bit down like here. Then we can have loop cut here and scale it just a bit, and the other loop cut here, okay, and move it down. Okay, just a bit. Fine. Now, if you go into object mode and switch to solid mode, pressing Z, and you look at the bottom of your bottle, you see it's much better, much better. Did you end up with this? Or your... Just tell me when I can go next. Are you? Yeah?
I still didn't figure out how to select a loop. It just
Yeah, Alt right mouse button.
yes, I tried.
Oh, zoom on vertices. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Here.
unfortunately I have no mouse.
Okay. You have no mouse? Yeah. Try to zoom. Okay, just click on
It's art and right.
wait. Okay. Oh, go on to
I have to
vertices.
Oh,
Vertex select mode.
How did you
Yeah.
then split those? Because I have this loop selected and what?
Okay, now you also merged them. Yeah.
They are merged, yes.
Yeah. Now I added a loop cut here.
Okay, how do I do that?
Control R. Fine.
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Fine.
increase the one and
Yeah. You can also increase loop cuts or add more separated loop cuts as you wish.
Thank you.
Just loop cuts allows you to start from a cone, yeah, chords. Yes. Here we are.
You just did something. I just looks totally different. I don't know what you did.
Okay, first of all, we have to switch to front orthographic view, and you can do with one fine. Oh man, that's really bad.
Just a minute. Let's go back.
Okay.
Undo those things.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't do the orthographic view undo.
Okay, one moment, please. Shift C by. Oh, you missed the. Yeah, you have to set these values. At the beginning, you have to set these values to 0.5. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was right. 2.8 and 3.2. Fine. Yeah. Now, you delete. There's one. Shift A. The circle. Yeah. Now go into edit mode.
Go to edit mode. Okay, I can do this here.
Yeah. Fine. And you have all vertices selected, so you can extrude. Yeah. E to extrude. Z. Fine.
So.
There.
Okay.
Yes, where the bottle starts to round.
Now the next step.
Next steps, extrude again
Z.
to the beginning of the neck.
There.
Yeah, there, and scale it down.
How do you do it?
S. Oh, okay, yeah, but first you have to confirm the extrusion, okay? So, just ask Control Z to undo. Just repeat the last step. Fine. So extrude.
Extrude, Z.
Yeah. Click to confirm, and then scale.
S.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. And scale down to the.
How do you do this?
Okay, ask. Put your mouse far. Yeah. Okay. Now S. Inside the 3D view. Fine. S. Okay. Scale it down. Fine. Click to confirm. And then extrude again to make the neck.
Very nice. So
Z.
you know that's so easy.
Click. Now again, I've forgotten click.
Yeah, and scale it down just a bit. Scale. S. S to scale it down just a bit. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Click to confirm. Move these vertices to the top of the neck. Okay. Now you press G to grab, to translate. Yeah, fine. Also use Z to activate constraint on Z axis. Fine. Good. Everybody has the button done? Or somebody needs help? It's okay? Fine. Now, the bubble is done, this kind of bubble. But we need to add one more detail here. If you go back into front orthographic view, Z to activate wireframe mode, you can see the end of the neck is a little bit larger. And of course, loop cut is the tool to do that. So, Control R. Oh man, what the hell is happening?
Easy, Control R.
And you mess up your mesh. Fine. Control R, sorry. And move the loop cut here. Control R again and move the other one here. And then one there. And one just a little bit lower. Fine. Now, always press A to deselect all vertices, and with Alt-Shift right mouse button click to select these two loops. And when you have this selection, just scale it a little bit. And that's all. It's too fast. It's too fast. You need to. I can repeat the step. Okay. When you're here, Control R to add loop cut. Add two loop cut on the top and two loop cut at the bottom. Then you have to select the inner loop cuts, okay? And you can select them using Alt-Shift right mouse button click. Or there's also another way, maybe it's easier. You can use B, the rectangle selection, to select the inner loop cuts. Maybe easier. When you have those vertices selected, just press S to scale it a little bit. And that's all.
How can I select the small shape of two circles? What's the key?
B.
Yeah.
B. Yeah, B activate the rectangular selection tool.
First A and then B to select.
Yeah, when you deal with vertices, it's really important. Since if I press B and I select some vertices, those are added to the previous selection. So it's really important to be sure that you have no vertices selected. So I press A and deselect all vertices, and then you can use B to select only the vertices you really need. Okay? And our bottle, it's much better, but I don't like the round part because it's too straight. So I think I think we can also add, always in edit mode, we can also add a loop cut here with Control R. You add the loop cut, click to confirm the position, and then scale with S. Just a bit, just to scale it to the border of the bottle. Fine. Very, very nice. Yeah, that was the very difficult part of the training. I need to drink. Maybe I am. This is my first training, so maybe I go too fast, or it's good. Oh, okay. But yes, ask.
How do you pan the viewport over?
How can I?
How do you pan the viewport over so I can see this
Yeah,
in the middle?
with Shift and middle mouse button. Oh. Press Shift and move with your middle mouse button. Just like, click. Oh God, you have this shortcut.
Yeah.
Fine. No, you can move with. Let me think. Lo puoi disabilitare? Yeah. Okay. You can disable the. Yeah. Because I've never had a Mac, so you know it's. Fine.
Ja, du musst einfach B, erstmal A drücken, dann keiner selektieren. Dann drückst du B und selektierst mit der Maus die, die du haben möchtest.
Shift and click with middle mouse button.
Oh, okay.
It work?
Yeah, it works.
Fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, man. Thank you, Patrick. Fine. You have the bottom. The bottom. Yes. Good. And if this is the end of the exercise, because now bottle is, I think it's nice. We are going to work on it later. So save the model, please. Control S and save this one on your wherever you like, wherever you want. Just bottle blend. I will save it to the exercise folder. Yeah. Let's try to render the bottle. F12. Okay, we need to work. We need to set the lights. Do you remember how to set up the light? Sun lamp. Yes, you need to activate the sun lamp. So select the lamp. Go to this panel here on the properties view, on the properties editor. Select activate sun lamp, and here just set the strength to 3. Fine. And also with numpad key 0, go in, jump into the camera, and as you see, we now need to move the camera. Well, at least, or you can move the camera, or you can move the bottle. You can scale it down to just to fit the size of the camera. Yeah. maybe better. Select the bottle in object mode, of course, and press S to scale it down. Yes. Tell me when you're ready. Yeah.
When you have that kind of situation,
Yeah.
which is the better solution? To move the camera away from the subject, or to screen the subject itself?
Oh, it depends, because in this scene you only have the bottle, so you can easily scale the bottle. It's fine. But if you already modeled all the world and the object around the bottle, and the bottle is the only object out of scale, you have to scale the bottle. Oh, sorry. And if you, yeah.
But as far the render itself is concerned, that there are no differences.
No, there are no differences at all. Yeah, of course. As I told before, Blender doesn't use a specific measurement units like meters. You can also switch to meters or to the imperial measurement system, but internally it uses what is called Blender units, which are just numbers. Okay. Then later you can convert Blender units to meters or whatever you want. Fine. So that's why scale it down won't affect your scene at all. You scale it down, and then when you convert to meters, you yes, of course. Yes, of course.
The camera. I have no idea how I have to position
the camera. So to position the camera, let's go into flight mode. First of all, press numpad 0. Yeah. Now, you can press Shift F, and that way you activate flight mode. Really fine. Now. You can move, for example, with A, D, W, and S, like in video games, and then...
Oh, no. Camera lens angel. No?
It doesn't stop it.
Or, wait. I have an idea. Much better than using flight mode. If you don't know how to easily control the camera, just select the camera and open the properties panel, okay? And you can copy these numbers more or less. Just set location to 765 and rotation to X 63, Y 0, Z 46. Only for those that messed up the camera. Okay? If your camera is okay, don't touch these settings. Okay? Oh, I want to show you one thing. When you deal with this control, when you want to set a value here in Blender, you can also enter some operation. It's really nice. You can do, for example, 10 plus 1 or 10 divided 2. Yes, it's really nice. Okay? Just a tip for you. So, if you have your sun lamp and you scale down the bottle, now I think you can try to render the bottle. Okay, so press F12 and here it is. Okay? Just give me some feedback, please. Thanks. Maybe I missed something. When you are transforming an object, I told you can activate constraints like X, Y, and Z. Fine, but you can also exclude constraint. I mean, you can activate constraint on two axes. For example, if you want to move your bottle on the X-Y plane, just press Shift Z, and you will exclude the Z axis from the transformation. Is it clear? This is really nice because you can move the bottle only on the XY plane. Okay? And that way, oh, God, a fly. Okay. Now you save your file, and we can go to the next exercise. And I need to go to the browser again. Yeah. No, materials and texture. Okay. Now, model a table. Yeah. If you want to model in Blender, you need to practice a lot with modeling. So now I showed you how to model the bottle, which is pretty hard. Now, please model a table yourself. You have the reference image and the resource folder. Can you do that? Yes. I know you can. Let's see. That was the reference image for bottle, and let's see. That's the reference image of the table. Yeah. Don't aim at perfection. Just try to model the shape. Okay? And remember the tools. Analyze the reference image to identify basic shapes. And remember, in edit mode, to use loop cuts to create geometries where you need them. Okay? And then extrusion, which is your most important tool. It's like the Python shell. You need the Python shell, of course. Oh God. I'll be around if you need some help. Hi, how are you? You're down here alone. Why? No, Blender crashed.
Yeah.
Yes, it happens. It happens a lot of time. But no, really. I can give you my blend file if you want. Okay, so you can. Wait 1 minute. Hi.
To model every plane, or
as you wish, but just the shape a bit enough. Okay. I got a hint for you. You can start from a cube or from a plane. Much better if you start from a plane, I think. Okay? just think how I modeled the bottle. Okay, I started from the base, from a circle, then extruded the circle to the top of the bottle. Here, you can do the same if you start, but this is just a tip. Okay, you can also use a cube. You can start from a plane and then extrude it down to create the table, and then you loop cut and extrude down to create the legs. That's just a tip, a hint. Oh, sorry. Yeah, coming.
I changed my menu is gone. See, somehow this used to be here up there, and now there's no file menu anymore. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
it's.
not sure how this works.
Well,
I didn't do anything on purpose. It's just
no,
by
no,
accident.
that's fine.
So I'm not sure what I did something.
Can you see the plus sign here? You just hidden the header. Okay, so if you click on the plus sign, you can see the header again. Here it is. Yeah.
Very small plus sign in the corner.
I don't remember. If you see, there is the minus sign.
Yes,
Okay, minus sign.
Yeah. This one I know was knowing, but not the.
Oh well, I don't remember how to hide the header. There is a key that hides the header of the current editor, but when you hide the header, you will see a plus sign to activate the header again.
Yeah, you
Is it clear?
I must have hidden it somehow. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember which is the shortcut to hide the
The
header.
thing used to be
You
there.
can do for these it's the same. If you move them to with the mouse very small.
I make a new
Then you
file.
have
Yeah, okay. You saved the file?
Yes, yes.
Fine.
So now I load an image somehow.
You get this plus sign if you slice it to the left, for example. This one. If you slice this, then you have this plus sign.
Yeah,
This happens
really.
also there, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yes, of course. Yes. During if you resize too much, then you have the plus sign too.
Yeah, also interesting is
It hides the panel.
left is also good, so that you have full screen for each. That works with each.
Yeah.
menu. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. I usually don't use. I always need the 3D view and the properties on the right. So it depends on your workflow. Okay, Blender allows you to have very different workflow. So everyone can choose its own.
We show something with the Python interface. How to make some? Do you go to the Python scripting also? Or?
We are going to see how to. Yeah. I'm sorry because I'm really late. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but
You know.
But we are also very interested.
Oh, okay, fine.
How do you import the image now? I have to get somehow the properties there. I want to import this table
Yeah,
image.
okay. To show the properties panel, you can press N. N, fine. And now there is the background image section. Down, exactly, mouse wheel. Now activate background image, fine. Now add the reference image to the background. Nice. Che ore sono? Che ora abbiamo fatto? Ah, ok. Mi sa che ci faccio una open session su sta cosa però, perché se qualcuno vuole continuare...
Infatti, allora, se pensi che tipo fino all'1:15 così si va, non è un problema. Se pensi che siano tipo fuori i 40 minuti, magari dico alla regia che noi
40 minuti, potrei fuori a 3 ore probabilmente, ma comunque...
No, nel caso, ma il pomeriggio tra l'altro non c'è niente dopo, credo.
Lo so, adesso chiedo agli organizzatori se posso fare...
Allora mi muovo, chiedo
Sì. Posso continuare anch'io, cioè se qui le persone sono interessate, io continuo tutto il giorno anche. L'unica cosa è che devo parlare con lui del mio progetto su Django. A pranzo assolutamente. Sì, infatti. è vero.
Più che altro anche le ragazze di regia magari, cioè noi magari ci diamo il cambio tra noi, però
Ah,
la regia
ok.
magari vuol mangiare, cioè ancora di queste due
Chiaro,
cose.
no,
Io
assolutamente.
ho detto, ma portati la flebo col caffè, lei insiste che...
No, in English,
Secondo me è
please.
abbastanza ufficiale.
Yeah.
I used this splitting approach to get regular proportions.
Yeah.
But can I now merge those faces?
Yes, you can. That's advanced stuff.
Oh, okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Control M.
No. Control J, I think, to merge two faces together. Oh, just select the faces and press F. Yeah. Select the faces you need to merge and press F. F, yeah. As the faces fill tool. It works. It's like merging vertices, but for vertices it's Alt M. Yeah? Here? You? No. Okay.
No, volevo sapere come...
Domanda, non è una cosa... Ho visto quella cosa molto carina con cui fai vedere i tasti, che è sotto...
Sì, è un add-on, però
Ah, è un add-on.
va attivato e poi va...
Anche se non c'è da fare vedere niente a nessuno, a volte
Ah, certo. Sì.
quello lì è...
È un add-on, lo trovi... Ok, he asked me how to...
But I don't know how to select.
When I work with Blender, during training, it's really useful to have screencast display, or to display the keys I press. And to activate this feature of Blender, maybe you need it just because you want to check if you're typing the right stuff. To activate this feature, it's a Blender add-on. Blender has a lot of add-ons, and you can easily activate some of the add-ons just from the user preferences, the add-on tab, and here you can search for screencast keys. Here it is, and just check, and this add-on will add the screencast keys section on the properties panel. Okay, so you can see what you're typing. All the add-ons in Blender are written in Python, of course, Python 3.3. We are going to see an example of add-on development. I'm sorry because I'm a little bit late. It's 12:30, and if you're really interested, I'm going to propose to continue the training in the afternoon if you want, or like here, or maybe an open session on Blender, so we can continue the training if you're interested. So just tell me, how many of you are interested to continue training in the afternoon? You have an open space. Yeah.
And I have also this idea to have some contest in Europe next year.
Yeah, I know. I've seen your lighting talk.
I really had the
Change a program about the continuing of this lesson, which has an expected success, which will make us very happy.
Okay.
So this room is booked after lunch break. We can give you Pizza Napoli room, which is always a training room.
Yeah.
So you have
it's the other training room. On the first floor. That's okay.
We can give you a quarter past 5 up to half past 7. So is about a bit more than 2 hours.
Okay.
Not immediately settling on
late in the afternoon.
If you want to write it on the
yes.
Maybe even who watching us from the overflow room, when we end this, we put it on the screen again. And it has space for about 30 people, so we should fit. Okay?
Fine.
Thank you.
Ok. Half past 5? Dalle 5 alle 5 alle 7?
No, dal 5 e un quarto alle
5 e un quarto.
fino alle 7 e mezza. Cioè, volendo magari poi posso anche alle 7 e mezzo senza regia.
Oh, really ugly.
Is there anyone still with Blender in the audience?
Okay. Next training session.
It's an Napoli room.
Thanks. Yes. Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with Blender.
To update the official schedule now.
Okay. Fine. Oh, how is it going with the table? Fine. Yeah? Hi.
I was having a couple of problems with. It's mostly navigation. I was trying to.
Yeah.
I've gone lost where I am now.
Yes, I am.
Sorry, I speak too quickly.
No. Oh, something. Yes, for me, yes. But navigating without the mouse sometimes may be a little bit harder.
Because what I was trying to do was, I'm trying to find where. How do I find where I was?
Oh, you are on camera. You are on flight mode. Press Escape. Yeah, fine.
So what I really want to do is I want to be able to rotate around a different. I want to be able to rotate the view without rotating the table around an axis on the table. Is that possible, or am I?
Yes, it is. You want? Oh, you are fine. Okay. Yes. And nice. But you want to
I want to clear up these points here. That face there doesn't need those.
let me see. You need.
Yeah, no, I was going to try and clear, because I was saying you could merge the face, so that because there's these vertexes here. These ones don't need to exist anymore.
Oh, fine, but
Oh, is that what you're saying?
I can tell you that this is not a problem.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. If you're modeling on a big project, it's really important to delete unneeded geometries, like these vertices. Fine, really fine. But sometimes it doesn't worth the effort. Okay.
Yeah.
Did I answer your question?
Yes,
yeah.
I did.
Fine.
So from that, so if I want to look down on the table from here, is there any way I can say the table's the object I want to move around and rotate?
Yeah, from object mode.
Okay.
Fine. Now you can rotate just R. Fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's good. But
is there any way to leave the table in place and my view move? Because let's say I've got the camera all set up right, how I want to.
Oh, let me see the camera.
I mean, I haven't now, but I'm trying to.
I understand what you're trying to do. Yes.
Oh, no,
it's always better to first you place the object and then you move the camera.
Yeah.
It's really it's hard to you want to do the opposite thing, right?
Yeah, it was just. I mean,
an idea.
It's just I'm just trying to understand. There's a few limitations about about moving and trying to get the right angle, but I think.
But now, for example, if you go into the camera, yes, that's fine. And now just scale the table. Scale it with S. Scale it down. Yeah, fine. Then grab it. Okay, and then rotate it. And activate, I encourage you to Z constraint. Fine, really fine. Okay?
Yeah.
A little bit more. Is that...
sorry. Right.
Yeah. You can, now you can rotate it.
Yeah.
Like that. Fine. And also, now that you have the shape, this is a square table. If you want a rectangular table, you can scale it along one of the axes.
Scale
X. Yeah. As you see, you have your square.
Although these are the issue, because they're going to start going.
Sorry?
The legs are going to start stretching as well.
Yeah, of course.
So it's best to set that.
There are different techniques to change the length of the table without applying scaling to the legs, for example, or to some of the components of the mesh. Yes, of course.
But the other way to do it would be to get the first plane right and then.
Yeah. Fine.
Yes. That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you need my blind file. Yes. Sorry. I'm going to. Grande.
E ringraziamenti di quelli di Plone a cui ho fatto vedere la maglietta.
È vero?
Ci hanno un sorriso così, sì.
Grandi.
Anzi, ora te ne danno una caricata, non dovrei indossare Plone per il resto del
Va bene. So I shall... If you want my bottle plan file, you can grab it from this key, from the USB pen drive. Fine. You got a table? Fine. Really nice. Oh.
I selected the faces of the border of the board just to extend it to have the feet that are inside. But when I extended it, it scaled proportionally in the two directions.
Yeah.
In fact, the larger part was much closer to the feet than the smaller part.
Yeah.
I was wondering if then I do it with separating the large part and the small part.
Yeah, there is a way to do that.
It's just by the eye.
You can use constraint also during scaling.
Yeah.
As you've seen, you can scale.
That's what I did. I excluded Z.
Yeah.
So I scale only on the.
Oh, I mean separately.
Yeah. Okay.
First you exclude you scale along the y-axis, and then you scale along the x. If you want to do that with scaling, or you can manually extrude the borders of the table, for example. Or a better solution is to make the plane of the table first larger, and then you model the inner legs later.
Yeah, by cutting a small slice to get the.
Now I'm going through the modeling of the table, so you can see. You can compare what I do, what you did. Fine.
Fine.
Oh, very nice. Oh. Before we stop, as you can see, the training next session. But before we go to lunch. I want to show you how to model the table, just so you can compare what you did and what I do. Okay, first thing is to activate background reference image. Yes. Then switch to orthographic and front view. Fine. I like to start from a plane, and I moved plane here, more or less. Fine. And then scale the plane along the X. What happened? No. So, scale the plane, okay? And, sorry? Just scale it along the Y a bit, as you wish. We don't really know which is the width of the table, so you can do it as you wish. Fine. Let's go back to the front view. Now, extrude. Go into edit mode, select all vertices, and extrude through here. Yes, fine. Also, maybe help you to activate wireframe mode. Okay, now you have the table. Nice. And extrude again, scale it down a little bit. Okay. No, I changed my mind. Sorry. Yeah. Now to model the legs, I want to cut. Yeah. Cut. I add two cut, and then to move both the cut at the edges, you can click with your right mouse button, then scale and activate constraint on x-axis. Okay, it's one of the techniques you can use, and you can do the same on this side. Oh, sorry. No, I need to, and then yes, really nice, really nice. And then you can do this again for the legs. Confirm. I want the legs that sides. Control R. Shift. Fine. Now, if I go, can switch to faces selection mode. Select these 4. Oh. Yeah. Extrude. And here it is, the table. Yeah. Yeah. No, well, it is not perfect since you need some more details here, but yeah. If you practice with keys and modeling, yeah, in 5 minutes you can model everything. Fine.
It's very interesting because you need a very different kind of view on all the hard stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just use easy methods to get other vertices. So you did this in this picture, and so it's the kind of thinking how to get, as with less work, a lot of vertices.
Yeah. It's there are.
The thing is that everything is symmetric. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, we made lunch. Remember? Oh, fine. Thank you guys for coming, and see you later if you want to come.
Don't forget to rate this talk on the guidebook. It's a service.
And yes, it's.
Yeah, because in real world you would start with 5 pieces. You have 1 board, and then you have 4 legs, and you would stick them together on here. You just take the board out of the board.
Se non vuoi fare un messaggio è finita così, mi chiedono alla regia se posso.
Yes.
Vuoi ricordare un attimo?
No, this is it's the end of the first part. Oh, by the way, save this model. Okay? Because we are going to work on it later. We're going to add a texture to this model later. Thank you, and have a good lunch. Bye.